and one mediator between God and man, the man Christ Jesus, who gave himself a ransom for all, the testimony born at the proper time. Peter said, there is salvation in no other name, for there is no other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
At the Sea of Galilee, Christ called the disciples to follow him. And so they did, leaving behind their boats and businesses. They were so taken with Christ that they never felt the cost of their renunciation. They walked in the epicenter of a new adoration that had silently slain their old affections. Renunciation that is self-aware is mere asceticism, subtly boasting in its own magnificent sacrifice. The apostles came to Christ, having surrendered the possessions that stood between them and the will of God. Even so, we do not remember them because they chose poverty, but because they adored Christ. If we too are spellbound by his excellence, relinquishment will be more a byproduct of devotion than a prerequisite of it. True lovers of Christ,
forsaking all other hopes, all other rights, all other gods, all sin and self-reliance, and have come to the true and living God.
What if our default was to go rather than to stay? To take the risk rather than to play it safe? To sacrifice? What if our default was to say now and not later? What if this year we were determined to do something? Well, we will take some risk and do something dangerous for the glory of God. The greatest danger might be that something will take possession of us, even as we find ourselves in such a field. I invite you to go. To find a place that's dangerous and be dangerous. See, he is no fool who gives what he cannot keep to gain what he cannot lose.
And he is jealous for me. Love's like a hurricane, I am a tree bending beneath the weight of his wind and mercy.